All right, we're back. Yeah, the video cut out for some reason. I had no idea why. Is there a timer up anywhere? It's just for me so I can match it.
There isn't.
Okay, that's fine. Whoops, I need to keep this up here. Okay, so now. He's on.
Oh, nice.
And we're underway. All right, I'm not going to be doing commentary just yet, guys. I'm still setting up some things for the stream here.
Thank you. It's gonna be.
Oh, wow. The card name was Eidolon, and he hit.
I'm really good at this game. Go ahead. Blind therapy company is great.
Oh, I'm not logged in.
Wait. Judge!
I totally missed what the kill was there. Sorry, guys, I'm not really talking very much. I'm still focusing on getting everything set up and configured here. We're likely going to be bringing Diana in here to commentate in a second. Oh yeah, so far so good. Yeah, I haven't started commentating yet. I've just been focusing on making sure the stream works. I had I noticed like the feed was, it didn't show any players there, and I looked and I was like, what the hell? And then my webcam froze for whatever reason. So now I'm just plugging it into my laptop directly, and it works fine now. It was just weird that the feed froze like that.
Cool, man.
But yeah, we're getting there. Okay. Yeah, I picked this feature match, but I figure whatever we deal with next, as long as we don't get like the close mirror, we should be fine.
Stop slapping the shit out of the table.
Well, so that's why I wanted the wooden table, but like this one isn't really even that much sturdier than the pop-up tables, unfortunately.
You need the full overhead.
And that's also
rig.
why I wanted the big play mat too, because that actually helps a lot.
No,
like
true.
it would be way worse if we didn't have that.
Yeah, because then it would be everything feels like it's moving.
Yeah.
No, I know what you're talking about. No, that's awesome. Let me know if you need anything.
Okay. Cool deal. Thank you. Hello? Yeah, I can't hear you right now. Oh man, I'm on battery power. Okay, I can hear you. Give me 1 second. I'm going to be right back. I just noticed I'm running out of battery. Wow, must be nice. All right, I'm back. Are you still there?
Yep, can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
Okie doke. Well, I'm here.
All right. I'm going to see if I can share this with you so you can see it live.
Doing it live.
I'm not sure how to share. I know it's possible to like show you my screen. Do you know how to do that?
Yeah, go to the Skype menu, go to call, share screens.
I guess share a window, and if I show you this, you should be able to see it. How's that look?
Okay, I see your screen.
Okay, that looks like game
I can
2.
see what's going on, but the quality is lacking. I'm not really sure I'll be able to do commentary based on this. Let's see if I make it bigger. It's serviceable, but it might be difficult to see what's what. Probably should be able to keep up if
I
you
can
are also
tell
talking.
what. Yeah.
Right.
It looks like Jason's mulling. Man, it has been a mess. I should have left way earlier to give myself more time to set up. This takes so much time to set up and configure, like at least an hour. Yeah, Jason's mulling.
Do you know if I can? Well, in this case, I don't want to have Twitch going.
Just
with two video feeds.
yeah.
Do you think I can do chat only?
Yeah, if you want.
Well, I mean, how do you do that on Twitch?
What do you mean chat only? I don't know.
So I don't want the video feed from Twitch.
Oh, you
if
can
I'm
just pause
also-
it. If you pause it, just keep the chat window up. You'll be in chat.
Yeah, that makes so much sense. Nope.
Oh, it looks like Jason mulled again. Ouch, he's going to 5 then. So I think Billy's got a good chance now. So yeah, Jason, I'm just now finally getting the first taste of my coffee. There's lovely Billy showing his face. Sounds like he's just getting he had some judge questions. So yeah, the spot where I'm doing the commentary from, it's like strictly theoretical if I'm going to stick here or not. I managed to squeeze a table in between the counters here, so I'm actually not that far from the feature match. So how's your morning going, sweetie pie?
It's going. Just chilling out here at the computer, drinking coffee,
Meat dose.
making Christmas cards.
Jason's gonna scry and keep on top. Savannah Explorer.
Savannah Explorer, pretty good.
Yeah, it's basically what you want to be doing besides like turn 1 Cabal Therapy, probably naming Goblin Guide, but the reason this is important is it's going to get Billy access to his basics regardless of whatever happens, which is how he's going to get outside of Price of Progress range.
Well, he needs a sack engine, sack outlet.
Yeah, I mean, so this is unfortunate. Jason didn't lead on a creature because Veteran Explorer wants to just straight up trade with the Goblin Guide or a Monastery Swift Spear or something. Follow up his Scoos. That's good, but likely to eat a bolt here. Yeah, that's just gaining life is going to be a problem. Goblin Guide. Oh, this is perfect. Crocus was the reveal. It always feels good anytime you're getting beat down by a Goblin Guide. Oh, I just realized I'm not updating life points. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Jason should be. Did Jason?
Yeah, plus Jason took a Veteran Explorer hit.
He didn't crack a fetch, right?
No.
Did Billy miss a land drop? He didn't play the Crocus? It's interesting. That's probably correct. Problem is if he draws like Siege Rhino here, then Chain Lightning. That's 3.
Well, he needs 2 consecutive land drops to make the 4, and if it's Siege Rhino, one of them has to be black.
Right. Yeah, I guess he already has access to white.
Can I get the modern master? Like a modern master?
It's banner number 2. Getting in danger territory. Sitting on a green Sun Zenith. Thinking what
Yeah,
he gets
I saw
for 2
that in
here.
his
The
hand.
problem is I think his best 2 drops in his graveyard, so Swamp. Cool. He's probably gonna name
Do you have his
Price
deck
of
list?
Progress, I think. No, I do not. I think he named Price here, so he's got to pull the trigger. Yeah. So now this is dangerous because I think he's gonna name Fire Blast.
Yeah, you got it. That was the Fire Blast.
Okay, but he chased on a second Price. I like that. That's still good. That's not the that was good on both players' parts. So I think I do exactly what Billy just did. Because if you think about it, there's still 4 Fire Blasts you have to worry about versus 3 pops. So he used pop,
Right.
means he's less likely to have a second.
So that's the rest of Jason's hand there, and the Veteran Explorer trigger.
Oh, what happened? Did the
Flashback fault there.
Oh yeah. Oh, and
Right.
he's naming pop on the flashback then. Was those 2 mountains in his hand?
I'm sorry? No,
The-
that's the mountains
Oh,
you got
the
off the Veteran
Explorer.
Explorer.
Right.
Try to keep up.
Fun
Kory.
fact. Yeah, I know. That's the Oh, Siege Rhino's coming down. Choo choo. So that's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Siege Rhino seems very good against this deck.
That's the turn. Back to Jason Hellbent.
Oh wow! Oh my God! Ensnaring Bridge. Oh my God! This is. Oh. We've got a game here.
That's incredible.
Hey, what's going on? That's Silent Bob. How you doing, man?
Hey, thanks for saying hi.
Chain Lightning you. It begins. Clock. I wonder if it's possible for Billy to copy the Chain Lightning in this deck. Let's see, Decay. Oh my God. That's.
Oh,
That's likely.
In with Sigarda.
Does Siege Runner have vigilance? Somehow?
The stream is being broadcast from MTG First in Glen Burnie, Maryland. Check them out at mtgfirst.com.
He's paying for the surgical. That's really good. See, surgical is always really nice because you get to see exactly what your opponent sideboarded. Only 2 E-bridges. So I gotta adjust the camera. I'm gonna do that after this round. It's a little bit off center. Why did he not attack with the siege right now?
Not so silent Bob. Where are you commenting from? Where are you watching from?
Yeah, number 2. I guess that's probably why I didn't attack. He didn't want to die to anything off the top. Siege Runner doesn't have vigilance, does it? Right on. That's really bad because.
Well, thanks for dropping in. Do you play any Legacy? A lot of
Jason
damage.
remembered his trigger. Which looks like he did. But yeah, that's it. We're going to game 2. Or I'm sorry, game 3. And Jason's going to be on the play. So I wonder what... I know Billy's sideboard, and I'm trying to think exactly what he even boards in against this matchup. I honestly don't really know. Oh, he brought in the surgicals. What do you think of that? That's like really dangerous, right? Because you're bringing a spell in that usually costs life against a burn deck. Like, what's the value of taking all of their burn spells out?
So I'd have to guess this. 1, you can pay mana. It's not expensive, and this isn't a deck that's usually tight on mana. And 2, it helps you maintain card advantage, right? Because Burn's big weakness is once they're out of gas, they're out of gas.
I mean, they have a really good game once they're in top deck mode. Like you saw Jason like almost smoothed out without a snaring bridge. If that if there wasn't an answer for that, which Billy fortunately kept his decay in, that would have been really tough. I was wondering why he went and played Sigarda when he was staring at a snaring bridge, but he showed us why. Yeah, Surgical's a gamble. I agree.
So the decay was already in his hand at that point, but if he didn't have it, he had plenty of options to draw into it. It's better to put Sigarda on the field than not to have her. And she's not in any danger from a burn deck.
Right. I guess you can probably reasonably cut that new legendary card that we saw Friday night Billy was trying out. I think that's probably an easy cut, and maybe you could probably still keep in Gaddock because it turns off Fire Blast, but that's probably another reasonable cut. Sorry, I was talking to our head judge there. Sorry about that.
Okay.
Yeah, our head judge requests
Where that
specifically
audio
that I mute the mic whenever we're talking about judge-related rulings,
Oh, gotcha. Okay, so for
which
the
is
viewers,
perfectly understandable. It's just sometimes I might just go blank.
right, okay. I get what that is. So for the viewers, that card you were talking about earlier, the legendary card, that's Baron of Clan Neltoth. Linking it in chat right now.
Yeah, this is kind of one of the new kind of like what I think one of the big reasons why Billy's playing this deck is because we're running Spice like that. He's also running 3 Painful Truths in his list, which I really like.
That's an incredibly powerful card in this deck, which almost always can cast it for 3.
You know, we've seen it before in some Esper Blade decks, but it always felt a little clunky, mostly because it wasn't blue, but it was still a draw spell, so you couldn't pitch it to force. And it was just kind of awkward sometimes, flashback to Snapcaster Mage. So, while a great card in that deck, I really think it shines in here, mostly because it really fits the show. Like there's too many times where just Nick Fit just runs out of gas, right? And it's just like, you know, what do you do in that case? You just hope you get one of your bombs on top of your library, and hence kind of why the list runs Divining Tops. So Billy's list actually shaves on the tops to run Painful Truths, and I think it's a great mix.
Right. Well, here's the interesting thing about Top is while it gives you a lot of control over the game, it doesn't provide any real card advantage. Whereas Painful Truths is just the card draw, it nets cards.
Right. Yeah. Correct. Yeah. Technically, there's most of the creatures are still 2-for-1s, but they're usually just more about just being big dumb dorks that just take multiple cards and answers in their own right.
Right, and that's the interesting thing about Legacy. Even though it has a lot of card manipulation.
I missed the revealed card. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Oh, it's a Siege Rhino.
Okay, Siege Rhino with the reveal. Planes. Basic planes. So Billy's list runs 7 basics, which means he's going to be relatively, I don't want to say immune, but he can adjust how much Price of Progress is going to hurt. But if you're Jason, I think you still keep them in, because like if you just draw your duels, then you draw your duels, and the deck still runs a lot of non-basics. Battle Guide in. Reveals, Verdant Catacomb. Billy goes to 16. He does. Jason misses a land drop. This is big. This means he's just going to suck on his 1-drops right now. Billy land goes. Alright, there's the land. So now we got a question. So he elects not to attack with Grim Lavamancer, which means he's likely going to be playing, he's likely going to be activating it this turn. Or maybe next. Now this is actually kind of cool. I like keeping up Grim Lavamancer in instances where Billy might try to surgical one of your powerhouses, so that way you can just like Lavamancer, eat it in response. See, this is a big mistake because Jason didn't attack with Lavamancer. I don't understand why he didn't attack with Lavamancer. Yeah. That's okay. Like it's tough. It's 1 point of damage, but we'll see if that 1 point actually comes back to bite him. Because you have to know what you're doing that turn before you even go to your combat step with this deck. Draws Therapy. Look at those basics. That's gotta feel pretty good. Takes Eidolon. So he's gonna get the full hit here. Drew's Price Progress. This is not good. Sitting on Fire Blast. So we have what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 potential 6 damage on board. Jason does not attack. Goblin Guy trigger. Reveals Bayou.
Bayou.
Turn 3? Yeah. I didn't draw my second turn.
So what do we do here? I think we just keep up Lightning Bolt and Lavamancer for his activation. We can't commit more to the board because Billy's he 100% has to wipe. So Jason decides to eat now. And oh wow, he had Lightning Bolt, Fire Blast. That's going to be exactly 7. So the 1 point didn't matter. Wow.
That was closer.
Yeah, man. So this is where, like, looking at the list, the deck almost actually just looks like a combo deck, right?
Well, I mean, that's the power of Fire Blast, right? It's such an out-of-nowhere closer.
Yeah. So the magic number, I always say this, the magic number, like, burn doesn't actually try to get you from 20 to 0. It tries to get you from 20 to 8. And then you're dead. Like, that's what seems to be their game plan is, like, 80% of the time. It's just get you to actual 8. And then there's so many different ways they can kill you from there. So that's what we just saw here. So that was, here, let me just give Jason the win. So it's unfortunate Billy couldn't, this seems like a, man, I didn't even think like Burn would be a tough matchup for Nick Fit, but, and we saw Billy, Jason had 2 Price of Progress in his hand, and Billy had 0 basics out, and he still lost that. That's really unfortunate. Just couldn't so man, I guess if you don't get Explorer out, you can't pull ahead quick enough. That's unfortunate. Hey, good game, man. That was, you forgot to attack with your Lava Mancer though.
Oh no, I 2'd him, then 3'd him, then 4'd him.
Right. There was a turn that you had Lava Mancer out, you had 2 mana, you just drew your second land. You attacked with Goblin Guide, and you played Eidolon, and you didn't attack with your Mancer.
The round ends at 12.
That's the only misplay I saw. Otherwise, it looked like you played that one pretty tight. But that's brutal. I want to ask Billy how he sided, but I want to ask you something.
Sounds like we got another judge question going on here. For everyone who's watching, what did you think of that match? Let us know in chat or tweet us at Snapcasters2U.
Alright, well let's see, I'm going to see if I can get some other guys in here. Maybe we can do some commentary. I had to talk to the judge on something.
Is he not playing Magic already?
No. No, not because I'm commentating. I can't play and commentate at the same time. I can barely manage the stream as it is. I have to have Diana to help read chat to me. You want to get some interview time? Talk about your match? Alright. I need to get another chair.
Is that what I'm here for? Am I reading the chat to you?
I mean, I can't keep up with it. Oh, no, that's not all what you're here for. That's just
Teasing you.
what you help me out with the most, in addition to filling my heart with joy.
Thanks.
Thanks, dude.
Sorry, I didn't see you amidst the crowd. Yeah, I know I'm not wearing the stupid black shirt that doesn't fit me.
So yeah, we're gonna get Jason in here, have him talk about his match here a little bit. I don't think I have headphones for you, so you're not gonna be able to hear Diana. But we have her on a call here.
Well, I do have headphones in my car.
Actually, I got some right here. So
That works.
Ooh, that was an emotional roller coaster from start to finish.
this
I don't have
is gonna be
headphones
right
for you.
here.
Oh, I have headphones. Wow. What twist will we see next?
Okay.
Alright.
Okay, Diana, can you give us a quick little mic check?
Yeah, absolutely. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, cool. So so real quick, this matchup, did you know it going into it, what Billy was on?
Yeah, I knew Billy was on because I saw him on Friday playing it, and then Billy kind of plays these types.
No, you might need to talk a little bit closer to the mic if you're going to be that quiet.
I can't hear myself that well, so I'm like,
Oh,
it's right over there.
Yeah, there's a little bin for it right up there.
But yeah, so I knew what Billy was playing, or had an idea of what Billy was playing, because he plays these kinds of decks pretty frequently. whether it being lands or agrolome or some form of non-blue deck.
Yeah, I think if you're playing, I think it's kind of known around here that if you're playing against Billy, he's likely going to be on some cool fresh brew.
Yeah.
Most of the time, if they don't involve blue, well, sometimes they do involve blue, but they're usually really, really spicy. So you kind of don't really know what you're going up against. But I was curious if you knew specifically he was going to be on Junk Nick Fit.
Yeah, I knew he was on Nick Fit. And actually had a moment where he put out his Veteran Explorer, and for a half second in the back of my mind, I was like, should I actually kill this?
Oh, to accelerate the mana?
To accelerate my mana pool? My mana? Because I had a bunch of stuff in my hand, so I was like...
His
It's
stuff is
definitely
better.
a judgment call whether you think his threats are going to be worse than yours.
Yeah, that was where I came to. That's why I didn't do it, because
I don't think it's worth the card. I think if you have a
not.
searing effect, like a searing blaze or something, and it's literally the only other target, it might be worth it. But the problem is he wants you to do that.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
He wants
you to do
if
that.
he's sitting on siege rhinos, man, you know he cannot want to put those down quick enough.
Oh yeah. That's why I didn't. I just let him one me.
I definitely think there's something to be said for that that type of logic, because it's inevitable that burn will empty its hand, almost inevitable. But for a larger deck, like a Junk mid-range deck, they have to kind of work to get to their higher value cards. So if you give them those cards early, that's just doing a lot of their work for them.
Exactly. Yeah, I think it's better to just run the clock out. The other thing too, in this, and I saw this happens sometimes with burn, is you can get a cluster of 2-drops in your hand. If you keep drawing them and you're not drawing lands and you're not going to get the 4 mana, then you can only play a 2-drop each turn. So if you're drawing a card each turn, you're not going to put yourself in top deck mode early. So I think I agree with your line of just waiting it out, because you don't really need to answer the Veteran Explorer right then and there per se.
Yeah, like I had enough in that game. I had enough mana to work with my spells and sequence them the way I wanted to do it. Last game was
game one.
Yeah. The last game was a little hairy. So I kept the 1-lander.
Yeah, I saw that. Fortunately, you only missed 1 land drop.
Yeah.
When it mattered. Hitting 2 there to drop that Eidolon really, really helped.
Yeah, when I was able to get the Eidolon down, and I had a second Eidolon in hand, which I was holding if he blew up, if he deeded.
Yeah, I like that. I saw you considering it. I don't know if you were considering if you should play it or not.
Yeah, I was considering it, but then I was like, well, if he's next turn, he's going to deed my board. I'd rather him spend the turn to deed his board and then put another Eidolon in play. Because he can't do Eidolon. He can't deed and play Siege. He didn't have it.
I think that's absolutely correct, because, so I can't say for sure that I'm right about this, but I think your reasoning is the same that I would have considered, just because your board is already threatening enough that he has to answer it with the deed. He can't just sit on that and not use it, not activate it, and then you have a follow-up threat. So I definitely think that's metering your threats out properly.
I agree. Actually,
did you have the Lavamancer in your opener, or did you play it the turn you drew it? Okay.
I had it in my opener.
I'm trying to remember, what was your turn 1 play against
Goblin
in the last game? It was
Goblin
Goblin Guide? Okay, yeah. So anytime you have Goblin Guide, Lavamancer, you absolutely sequence it in that order.
Yeah, Goblin Guide, I got out as fast as I could, and then one time I was considering possibly putting out maybe a burn spell, but I was like, well, the earlier the earlier I get Lavamancer out, the better for when I eventually hit my land.
Right. So I like one thing I was thinking of. You got Surgical in game 2.
Yeah.
Which that was pretty good on Billy's part. Are you only how many bridges?
2.
So you actually only did bring in 2. Okay.
Yeah, I only have the 2 bridges.
Okay.
And I think in my board that's all I would
That
burn
looked
against
like
them.
you were almost favored at that point when you stuck the bridge. The Siege Rhino, I was going to get out of hand if you didn't have an answer for the bridge, but
once I stuck the bridge, I started feeling a little better. but I forgot he has black in his deck.
Yeah, no, dude, he's got
Really
9
just-
ways this Sunday to get rid of the bridge. Is the worst part.
Yeah, I was like, I was just trying to draw something relevant before I got rid of the bridge,
Yeah.
but it just didn't happen.
So Jason, what matchups are you looking forward to today, and which ones are you afraid of?
I'm looking forward to all of the Lands players, all of the Miracles players, all of the Nickbit players,
All the Delver
all
players.
the Delver players. The only thing I'm really worried about is some combo decks, like Sneak and Show can be really scary. And also, Storm to a certain extent can be kind of scary. Even though I have Eidolon, you can win through Eidolon. It happens to me a lot.
I think knowing you're going to be sitting across from Storm is
Yeah.
probably
I definitely.
that's got to be one of the most useful pieces of information for your game one.
Unfortunately for the Storm player. So I definitely think it's one of those situations like the Death and Taxes matchup where you have no options on turn 1, but by the time you get to turn 2, if you get your piece of hate out there exactly on that turn, you're in a very strong position.
Yeah.
So in Brian's case, that's Eidolon, and in Death and Taxes, that's Thalia. If they can land it very early, then they're in very good shape.
Yeah.
It's just that turn 1 is very vulnerable.
Yeah.
It's still possible. Is it still possible to combo out through an Eidolon if you're Ant?
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
Yeah. I've seen it done.
Yeah, because so I remember when we ran Pyrostatic Pillar in the board, because Elf Ball was really popular, which was just like the pure Glimpse of Nature build of elves from a long time ago. And I remember they had a hard time with the card, but Storm could actually still kill you through one of those. The really big advantage I like at Eidolon now is A, Storm can't duress it, and B, it's a 2/2 beater, right? Like that adds to your game plan of what you're trying to do against the deck.
Oh, absolutely. I think it definitely has more value than Pyrostatic Pillar, which is why that's not being seen in the decks, whereas Eidolon is.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
So what do you think about the list that run for Eidolon, but also run Pyrostatic Pillar and Sideboard on top of it? Is that like too much?
That's a lot. I think that's a lot, and
I
you need
think
those
they're
sideboard slots.
Yeah, I think they're stacking their deck for a matchup that isn't necessarily right.
Yeah, I guess I guess their mindset is like some matchups you probably just want to have the ability to maul to it. Did you guys report? There isn't a mic back here. Or in the,
But
the
the only deck, the main matchup I'm really not looking forward to,
Jeremy
because
just
I've
literally
never
ultimated 5
won
times
it,
in one
is
game.
Death and Taxes. Even though it's supposed to be not a horror
Because the
matchup
opponent
for
had
me,
a blood moon, every time you put the blood moon in one pile, and
for
just
whatever
everything
reason,
else gone.
like I just have,
decked
I
him.
have not
You
figured
decked
out how
him.
to properly beat that deck yet. I think I'm doing something wrong. I gotta figure it out.
Hey guys, we're both noise. I don't know if you hear it.
Yeah, Frank was talking behind us.
Gotcha.
But so what? Because I want to talk to him about that match.
Billy's over
Oh,
there.
I'm actually.
He stole my hat.
He stole your hat.
Not wearing it.
All right. Well, I got to go fix the camera. Jason, thanks for joining us here in the booth.
No problem. Yeah, sorry for all the bumping. Like getting a little animated.
Yeah, no. It absolutely is understandable. I'm gonna be right back, you guys. Stick with us.
All right. Yeah, those mulligans were.
Man, I can't wait for you to lose and go on tilt. I am not.
I got this. Kory.
Basically, the siege round was fun.
Well, I got that.
Whoever's touching me, I'm gonna.
My opponent sorts the one region. He sorts the one, it's the other 2/2. 2/2 becomes a 12/12 and tables over a mother of runes.
Sure does.
You wanna get interviewed about your game?
That is 10 minutes remaining in the round.
All right.
You played red cards. I don't respect him as a player. Billy out.
I heard you say something about him being on Sneak and Show when I was over there, and I was like, okay, I can't say anything.
No, my hand choices weren't based on him having Sneak and Show.
Okay.
I just called him Captain Sneak and Show.
Oh, okay.
That's my jam. Usually, I put it down for a little while. Like, it was just making me
Play something other than Burn so I can respect you again.
Miracles.
Yeah, Miracles is a very respectable deck because in Burn you can have You can have 8 goblin guys because you're 2 different arts. No idea. I think he just handed me.
What the slips? There's a thing up there.
Is that how much time we got left in the round?
Ish, yeah.
10 minutes. That's okay.
Yeah. I started this probably a little late. Well, that was unfortunate. I picked the feature match because I just saw what Jason's table was. I had no idea you were playing them.
Oh, all right. A lot of people were like, nope, this is totally rigged. We saw the stream on Friday. This is rigged for Billy.
Yeah, dude, as soon as I saw the match, and I was like, oh, this is it. Well, I thought it was going to be really interesting because I figure you run enough basics, you can turn off price of progress.
Yeah, I did, but it didn't matter.
Right.
He just had Fire Blast every game.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
And I never found Explorer Therapy.
Yeah.
But if I had a game 3... Because we're like, all right, well, I guess you can have lanes too, but here's a Siege Rhino, here's another Siege Rhino, here's a Thrag Tusk.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's pretty hard.
But I'm okay with combo.
I think I'm probably
Good. I'm okay with combo. I'm okay with. I don't care. I don't play at all.
This was semi a bad choice. I was like,
Hey, what's going on, Blackjack? How you doing, brother?
It's a fine burn meta.
It was listed as a deck to beat
Hey,
on
Kory.
Source Forms for a while.
Yeah, right now it definitely is.
Yeah, I think so too. What's up?
Because like as much shit as I give it, like it actually takes like you have to know what you're doing to play it. Like when you miss throwing a Fire Blast at me, I mean you probably didn't expect me to name Fire Blast.
yeah, nah, yeah.
Well,
I don't know.
so there's a reason not to because you had the other price of progress. in your
Yeah.
hand. But then again, you were gonna flashback.
I hadn't played the Explorer yet.
Oh,
I therapied him first.
Okay.
I
See,
therapied on
I
it.
kind of like not Fire Blast in there because you're 100% like committed.
Yeah, it's risky.
Yeah, because if I had the Explorer out, that would have been different. But that's why I just went off with therapy. It's like, oh, he's only got one. Nope, take your whole hand.
Right. Yeah. What's up?
I wonder if I can get a picture of me twerking on Santa.
What's up? I'm down. I heard Billy twerking on Santa. Billy twerking on anything is good for me.
How are you doing, on Rock?
Good. I got lucky. I mean, he is Santa. Let's be real.
Look at all these gifts Kory brought.
Yeah, man. The gifts.
How's round one?
Hey, Mackie, thanks for the follow. It was Jason versus Billy.
You got it?
Not me.
Jason, he's on burn. So Billy's like a little burnt out. No, please don't. I take it back.
How's the gear working?
Quite well. It's so much more complicated than setup now that we have the commentary booth. Like so much more.
That makes sense. I mean, I literally see like just a buttload more paraphernalia or whatever.
Like
Yeah,
I
but
thought.
it's totally worth it because, like,
Yeah.
have you talked to Caffrey about streaming for Eternal Extravaganza?
No.
You need to do that.
Okay. So I wanted to get this set up so I can have something to show and be like, hey, I can do this for you.
Well, I mean, when you get it set up, like when you're 100% on it, let me know, and I'll just like throw things at Caffrey. I know Calvin likes to stream his events too.
Yeah, I don't know Cadbury very well. I know him like because I like picked some stuff up for him for friends. So
I'll throw in good words for you.
yeah, I would appreciate that. Yeah, because I would love to stream that event. Like I'm
I know
still
he-
offering to do this like free across the board. I'm not charging a dime.
I know he always wants to stream it, but he doesn't always have the capability to. And if I just go, hey,
As long as he has good internet. Like he has shitty
Tell
internet.
him we got that pantyhose special.
Yeah, man,
That
pantyhose.
pantyhose mic combo. Just
Yeah, we can get him. Some,
Who is
he's
Blackjack?
got strong internet. So
I don't remember who Blackjack is.
Can you find a burn player named Opie?
Onesie Party. Oh, that's Nathan, actually. Do you need commentators? I mean, the more the merrier, really. I have a pretty open mic policy, as you guys can probably hear everybody around me. So if anyone wants to like sit in and commentate a match with me, they're more than welcome to.
Maybe I'll get the buy.
Is having one like?
I have to win out.
Well, so no. I mean, for getting a bye, if you lose the first round, is it better chance for you to get the bye if you just straight lose your first two games versus going 2-1?
What?
Like so, okay.
It's
so
random. Like
it's
it'll
random based off the.
What are you asking?
I made a joke about getting a bye next round because I'm 0-1.
But I'm curious, if people that lose 0-2 their first game versus lose 1-2?
No,
It's
no
random.
difference. Okay.
No, it just picks someone who has 0 points.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I was.
The only time it ever comes into play is the final round when everything is actually paired up on
standings.
yeah. And then at that point, if there are multiple 0-pointers still, it'll pick the one with the lowest standings and give them.
Yeah.
I see.
That's literally the only time it comes into play. But otherwise, it's completely random.
What are you on? Are you on the usual?
Huh?
Are you on the usual or the
Does
spikes?
he even own other? No. Well,
No, he.
Never mind. He only owns I've only seen Damon with a certain subset of cards, and I've never seen anything beyond.
I've seen him with 2.
He's playing spicy and he's playing liquid lava hot spicy.
I'm playing.
We're talking
Playing
Pompeii.
spicy, regular.
No, I don't know what's spicy. I'm playing the blue.
Oh, okay. That's the ultra spicy.
That is the liquid lava hot.
Liquid lava hot.
I lost the
With the side order of glitter. Nice.
The deck has a hard time dealing with result permanents that aren't creatures.
Right. That's fair. All right. Well, a couple more minutes in the round here. We can get the next round started.
Are you on the blue thing or the? I actually like that one. It's like fun to watch because I've never seen it.
Well, Alex and I have been working on it for like a month straight. Just jamming games. So we've got it beats all the unfair spell-based stuff.
How many people are in stream out of today?
The unfair
Right now, not a lot. We just started 15.
I figured it's fine.
No. What?
You want to?
I don't really count the deck, but yeah, painters,
Do you want the feature map next round? I mean, do you want it to just show off your
Ammo.
Huh?
Do you want it to just show off your
No,
sweetness?
he's waiting for a couple years when Legacy finally gets back on the Pro Tour scene,
And then you'll just take it
and
down.
then he's gonna be like, debut.
I mean, it does make sense to put 01s.
I can put whoever I want on camera.
Where he's like, I've got all this power.
Do whatever you want.
I mean, would you be fine with it?
Yes.
What's your deck called so I can put it in the description?
Just put
Very something.
That was the original name of the deck 10 years ago.
10 years ago. Wow.
Yeah. Like track and stuff. It was,
Actually,
That just sounds like
right. I mean, it used to be back like 10 years ago. It had, it's almost like guys, but it just run Thorn Seed. And it's a 2-1 per red for 2 because Goblin is one of the criteria. And it also ran Spell Stutter because it ran those. So, playing
So what fairies are you?
just
Cloud.
I remember. Okay. It's like if I get on stream. All right. This is my goblin.
Oh, dude.
Empty the warrants for 12 Volkswagens.
But anyway, like I was saying,
Those are illegal human things. Those kinder eggs.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I don't have Volkswagens. It's a little expensive.
Oh, you didn't get those?
No, I usually pay them very
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, they're delicious.
Yeah, they're
miracles.
Is that what you're on today? You're making goblins?
I'm making goblins and casting tendrils of agony.
Gotcha. How'd you do last round?
I won. I do death attacks.
Well, the combination of this
Almost messed it up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I punted game 2. I could have had nausea. Just like passed the turn.
turns and
I didn't get there.
I mean,
Are you on
that's
test
different
or?
stuff.
Yeah, okay.
And then we cast Dahlia, then we cast Twin Cannon.
Yeah, and then womp womp.
Got there in game 3. Dark Petition is a hell of a card.
Obviously.
Yeah, that card's awesome, man. How many are you running? Just 1? 2? Okay. Alright, time of the round's called, so pretty soon we're going to be getting started. I'm going to update the scoreboard.
Well, it's one of the matchups where it's very open hand dependent.
Agnosium.
The only way that if I had to finish
Agnosium.
I guess you could say you did not see the Agnosium pun.
What?
I was trying to say.
Yes, you-
I was trying to say did not see him. On top of Ignacio. It didn't work. Spoiler alert.
I'm waiting for that to be the Christmas card. You know how Wizards puts out that holiday card. The title is always
did they
based on some of the cards.
Did they spoil it already? I can't remember.
Yeah, it's Goblin Slide based on Goblin Slide.
Yes. Yeah, you actually get to move the card around. I love it. I keep crossing my fingers every day for a new unset. Just like hope I'm going to go online somewhere in some forum and there's going to be an announcement, hey, the new unset's coming out. Like, I as soon as that happens, like, I wake up and I was dreaming. And then I'm sad.
I think that's one of the top questions that Mark Rosewater gets on his blog.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to know, when is the next onset coming out? When are the future shifted cards being printed? And when will Jace and Chandra finally get together?
Oh, that's the real question that everyone's always asking. By the way, Kevin's just sat down here. What's going on, Kevin? How you doing, man?
Hey, good. I just got round one.
What happened?
I swum on lands
Okay.
and played against Miracles. That's how that goes. I was talking to Jarvis about it. There was a turn I could have done much better, but decided I didn't want to win and didn't.
What did Jarvis do against Miracles at the Grand Prix? He just like...
Oh, he just jammed it and said you don't have it.
Yeah.
Which is a valid strategy sometimes.
I mean, he had pretty good hands to be able to do that, but that matchup seems kind of tough. So as far as your build, are you running anything special?
No, actually, I'm not on the Riftstone portal nonsense.
Okay.
Nothing really all that
I actually
spicy.
kind of like that.
A lot of people like it. I think I'd rather just have the fourth fetch.
Fourth fetch. Okay.
Because pitching it's weak to yard hate. You have to play it sometimes. I think it's just worse.
Gotcha. I think I've played red-green lands once in my entire life. And I'm pretty sure I made an actual every wrong choice when I was playing it. The deck's, like, I think kind of tough to play.
Yeah, I'm still obviously not playing it optimally, but early on picking it up, it kind of felt right. So,
well, I mean, you've had some really good success with it, right? You in what Legacy Champs, you top 8'd,
right?
Or did you top 4? I think.
Top 4, yeah. I lost to Omni, which is just fun winnable.
Yeah, I mean that deck was easily the best combo deck at the time, right? Dig Days.
Oh, yeah, Dig
that
was
just
really good for it.
That was just unparalleled power for the deck. Like, it turned it into from a 3-card combo deck to a 2-card combo deck that could just actually just
Come out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And come from behind, like just all kinds of things.
Yeah, you would think like you could have that deck pushed down and then it'd just be like, yeah, no, you're dead.
Yeah, when your combo takes like 6 slots in your deck, it's probably a pretty good deck at that point.
Yeah. So I guess since Anisha's out, has the deck gotten better post-Dig?
So the thing is, there's always going to be a boogeyman for it. There was no Tess at the time, and now that Tess is back, like, you have to worry about Tess. And Miracles has not really been too hurt by Dig. It's like all the Delver decks and the Miracles decks and everything that existed before Dig. They got better with Dig, but so did everything else. So all boats in the tides, they just are good again still.
So I guess you could say that times are very testing.
Yup. No.
I guess you could say that. I'm not sure why you'd want to, but you're correct. You could say that.
So what are you looking to play today? What are your hopeful matchups?
Things with creatures. I kept in all 4 Punishing Fire. A lot of people are cutting the 4th Punishing Fire for a Molten Vortex, which is also very good. I have, I guess I have 5 pieces of removal in the main at this point because I cut the Mana Bond for the Vortex. Mana Bond's just, I don't know. It has those nutty draws, and you tell your friends stories about them, but that's not how you win 9 rounds at a GP.
Yeah, it seems. Yeah, I think I talked to you about this too, about post-board games with Mana Bond. It sounds like it gets cut a lot because you're usually bringing in. When you bring in your silver bullets, I imagine most of the time they're probably not lands, right?
Right. So when your hand is, Sphere of Resistance, Chalice of the Void, land, Loam, and Mana Bond, that Mana Bond should just be anything else. Actual ham sandwich, I could in that slot.
Right. Yeah. I mean that makes sense. But you're right. It does seem. I don't want to say like a win more, but it does seem like an enabler.
And sometimes you need
That
it when you're
it's
still
really
racing.
all or nothing, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, so the thing is, it definitely is useful to have those explosive turn 1, turn 2 merit lages against things like burn and combo and such. But it's more important to just have a 5th copy of Exploration. I would play no mana bonds if I could play infinite explorations.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense, right? Because why have the temporary advantage when you could have like the permanent?
Well, yeah, and being able to choose when to cast your gambles and your crop rotations and such is really important even game 1.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Like you look at Mana Bond and you're like, this card seems incredibly overpowered or potentially broken, but when you're not running blue, you don't really have the luxury of sculpting what lanes you're going to be putting into play off of it. Right? You can't like brainstorm in this deck in response to the Mana Bond trigger, right?
Right, and you're right. That is kind of how newer players look at the list and they think, why aren't we playing 4 Mana Bond and no Exploration, really? And I have to tell them, I'm like, play with it. There's a reason that it's more Explorations than Mana Bonds, and Mana Bond is just extra copies of Exploration. It's not its own engine.
Okay. Well, they just called pairing, so I'm going to wish you good luck, sir. Kick some butt. Hopefully we'll see you on some camera time maybe if you keep winning.
If I win some, yeah. Thanks.
Yeah. Good luck.
I'll trade.
Were you like scraping a little?
No, I just gave it a tap.
The old buddy tap.
That would have been a better idea. I didn't think of it.
So what's the?
Feature staple one.
Do we
You
know
missed
who
me
it is?
ultimating Liliana 5 times in the game.
I heard 5 times.
Sometimes you can't be blundered
Hell
except by
hath-
decking your opponent.
Hell hath no fury.
Like Liliana Storm.
Like Liliana Scorn.
Are people already skip their round one?
Oh. Here, I'm gonna be right back, guys.
Did someone already ask about it? Did someone ask about it?
How are you doing?
Yeah. I changed it.
How do you like what
So
you're seeing
39's
here?
now down there.
Any comments, any
I
feedback?
swapped
Let
it
us
so
know in chat
that
or
it is now
just
intuitive
add
that if
casters
you
to
come back around the house, the numbers that are lower are down there.
Manning chat, Manning commentary.
No, I mean you think we
Twitter.
should announce that? I'll wait until I get a
Check out this new paperwork meta here.
Oh, sorry.
All right, we're back. Everything.
So Kory, what's our feature match?
It's gonna be Bob versus Chris. Now, Rob. I'm sorry. I remember playing and losing to Chris, and he was an exceptionally strong Grixis Delver player. However, this was Dig Days. I'm not sure what he's on now. The last I saw, you know what? I remember what he's on. The last I saw, he was playing Agrolome.
You would remember.
I saw him at Eternal Extravaganza 3. He was playing Agrolome on the winner's table. He was in like the top 10 towards the end of the tournament. So I think I saw him lose, and it broke my heart. I wasn't too sure. I was watching Brian Cook play. Shoutouts.
Alright. Good to see you if you're on. I'll probably stick around to identify the stack levels and then I'll step out for a bit.
How's little Toby doing? He behaving?
Yeah.
Still 1-2 power foil is higher. God, should you have not left that on the table?
It's my prince.
You'd have been.
So how's the screen sharing going for you, Diana? Can you see it all right?
Yeah.
Has it gotten any better?
For the most part, I haven't seen any unusual cards that can identify really one matches.
Again, quarter after this round will end at 1:05. We will correct that clock. You have 50 minutes. You may begin. Good luck.
Alright, ladies and gents, starting round 2. Let's dive in. Looks like Chris wins the roll. It's most likely going to be on the player. Yeah, if I recall, I believe Chris is actually from Pennsylvania or New York. But he definitely...
Right in the opener. That's not really Agrelome, probably.
Yeah. That is definitely not Agrelome.
Yeah,
flooded Strand.
I saw First Will in the opener there, so it's hard to get a peek at the hands.
This could be Miracles, Basic Island.
Basic Island. Miracles likely.
Yeah.
Could be any number of other decks. It could be
High Tide.
Show and Tell deck. That looks like Miracles.
Basic Island Ponder. Looks to keep. He's gonna pass the turn. Looks like both players kept their opening 7. Basic Island top. Uh-oh. This is Blue Expedition fetch. Was that a Polluted Delta or Flooded Strand?
I actually am not familiar with the Expedition card art. Can't identify that.
Manifer, I actually don't remember Chris's last name, and I didn't ask him for it, so.
You can try to get that for you after the match. There's Counterbalance. Hey.
Looks like it's
You'll
gonna be
Counterbalance top showdown.
Lemire. Not to wreck on these, but these are the matches that are usually longer. Miracles. That looks like a Counterbalance of its own. He's gonna reveal top. It's kind of hard to see. I might have to put it below the diffuser. Oh, that was a Ponder. Why did he spin? Oh, he must have spinned on his upkeep. So, well, that's really good for Chris then, because now he gets his. And then Wombo combo assembled.
That's a strong position to be in. 1 land ahead.
Not so silent backup match. It's kind of hard for us to do that right now.
So there's only one
Council
station to stream from. So unless we move these players, there's no.
Oh my goodness.
No, we can't really move another match in here.
So, Council Judgment was likely going to exile Counterbalance there, but Chris decided to show him a Monastery Mentor.
I say we should probably just sit back and enjoy this. I mean, Miracles versus Miracles gets a bad reputation. It's a very intricate and interesting matchup.
I always imagine it being like I can visualize a fight like on an empty battlefield. In medieval times, 2 men in full plate mail armor, just going at it. Bashing each other, just jostling for positioning. One person trying to get the ultimate advantage over the other, just knock him on the flat of their back, and then finish the fight. Just gonna crack fetch here. And I always thought when I thought about it that way, it actually made the matchup a lot more interesting to me, because it really is just that. It's the perfect shield versus the perfect shield. These very resilient, these very resilient.
Shield versus shield matchup.
Yeah, these very resilient decks that just do everything in their power to stop you from pulling ahead. And what happens when they clash? So fresh top 3, gonna reveal Jace, counter the Jace, and Rob's had enough. He's got the Wombo combo. He knows Jace is coming down. He knows he has Monastery Mentor. That's all he needs to see.
Alright, I'm about to step out. We'll just be leaving you to read out all of the top activations, all of the Jace brainstorms. Have fun.
Oh, you're stepping away? All right, that's cool. Thanks for hanging out with us for now.
Yeah, I'll be right back. Probably within this round.
Okay.
See you later.
See you. Oh, I guess I need to update the deck descriptions here. Oops. Yeah, fortunately it's moving along. Yeah, if you ever get some spare time, you can, and you want to join me behind the mic, maybe tell you a little bit about the store. You know, whatever you want. Because we should have some time. Yeah, Nintendo. This is at Squabbles, or MTG First. They're the same store. It's located in Glen Burnie, Maryland. Really awesome store. I cannot actually plug the store enough. The support Jason, the owner, has shown for our formats, I should say, because he's also going to be repping some vintage tournaments coming up. Like, anytime someone just listens to the community and store owner and is willing to do whatever the community wants to do, like, how can you not want to play there and support the store as much as possible? It's one of the big reasons why I started the streaming service. I want to give back to the community and the players. There's not enough good legacy content for me. Like, my big thing is, well, I'll give you guys my little story. It's my go-to store, definitely, just far away from me. Yeah, I know the feeling, man. I drive all over to hit up all my favorite shops, and it's tough, but hashtag worth. Where are you coming from, Nintendo? But to give you guys my story real quick, I started the Snapcasters channel mostly because I miss turning on the interwebs every Sunday and watching some Legacy all day long, provided by Star City. Their excellent streaming service and commentary was inspiring. I can't say enough good stuff about what they did for the Legacy in the commentating community. But I miss it. I miss seeing so much awesome Legacy coverage because the games are so intricate and interesting. You just don't see it in other formats what happens. So I took it upon myself to just offer this free streaming service to everybody. I want to see some Legacy games. So even if that means I don't have to play, because I love playing. Northern Maryland, near Pennsylvania. Yeah, that's a ways. Are you near any of the Baltimore shops? Because there's a ton of good shops in Baltimore. There's also a really good vintage crowd in that area. If you ever have any interest in the finer formats of the game of Magic the Gathering. Alright, looks like both players are going to keep here. Rob's going to leave us off with a ponder. Let's see what's up. Looks like he's going to rearrange it, so I'm assuming he's going to keep. Yeah, he likes to do just that. Alright, Chris is going to leave us off with top. Arguably a little bit better open. Intend. Thanks for following, man. Welcome to the Snapcasters community, my friend. Looks like Rob's got a fat stack here. He's gonna lead us off with a brainstorm. Quite a powerful card here. Definitely not worth fighting over if you're in Chris positions, because he just pondered and kept. He's got some more action coming. He's likely just doing this to get a hand of permission when he tries to resolve something, or either getting ready to fight over a turn 2 counterbalance. And Chris likes to just wait. This is where it's incredibly vital for both players to play 100% optimally. Once you slip up, once you tap out, do something incorrectly, get blown out by a red elemental blast, get blown out by a spell pierce, force of will backup, it's over. It's almost impossible to come back from a slip. Looks like Chris is sitting on double counterbalance. There's double counterspell. So actually just like sitting back here. Both players just sculpting. Likes to keep. fetch land. Yes. Chris spins on end step, draws, second fetch land. Yeah, as long as players keep playing lane go. This is exactly what they want to be doing right now. We're in a Wild West shootout right now, and both players are just staring each other down at high noon, just waiting. You know, I don't know if this is one of those where whoever pulls the trigger first is going to lose out, but it definitely means that they'll have less permission than the other available to them. So I think right now we're waiting to see who's gonna be the first to draw their hip shooter. Does Rob not have a land? Or no, he does have a land. This is incredibly vital actually to make sure you don't miss a land drop here right now. So leave it top. This is probably worth fighting over. Because this is the single card that actually just puts the matchup ahead. It's gonna activate top. Oh wow, he must know he's got permission. He's got more permission on the top. This is just gonna, man. He's cracking fetch. Both fetches here. Why would he do that? He must have another top in hand. Tundra and Volk maybe. Yeah. That's representing like counterspell plus red elemental blast. Alright, shots are about to be fired here. Let's see what happens. What's he got? Vendilion Click in response. Counterspell. Counter your Vendilion Click. Force pitch. Counterspell. This might be an end step click. Correct fetch. Because normally whenever I want to play Vendilion Click against Miracles, it's usually on their end step because they can always just like answer it, like sort it or something. If you do it on their draw step. Flusterstorm, your force of trigger. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there you go. Keep your counter. That resolves. Top comes down. Untap. Draw. Mystery card. Plays an Island. I like the mismatched islands here. Counterbalance. Resolves. There's back up top. He's looking all right. So this was expertly played, I think, by Chris. He wanted to get him out of permission, and then get the wombo combo. So it's your red elemental blast. Does break a counterbalance, however, with top on board, he can just always activate it, put it on top, and show him what he already knows. Counter here, red elemental blast. So depending on how you sequence it. Wait, does that have a wear tear? Yeah. You could overload wear tear here. Target top and counterbalance, force him to activate, fight over it, or he has to show you a 3 drop, and he's down 1 click. So I actually like the wear tear. Overload here. One floating though. Chris could even just be keeping up brainstorm here. Where's here overloaded? Spin. Somebody's spinning in response, and it looks like Rob's gonna respond. Or he's thinking about it. Spin top resolves. He's gonna activate top in response. So this means he's likely got Force of Will or some other free permission. This is where Rob could rev in response if he wanted to. Oh wow. Where's your results? Oh, okay, that's actually why he activated top to draw. Because he didn't want to break it. Yeah, no reason not to. Place top. Looks like Rob doesn't have anything for it. Just thinking. He's gonna spin top response. Touchline for the turn. He's gonna activate. This is a very important card. So, chase, response, counterspell, response, reb. That's gotta be pretty good. I'm surprised Chris, that's a